Alright, as promised, here goes the water show. You could barely see it right about now, but they're shooting water off the building. Here, here you go. Where will they fall? There you go. So they shooting the water towards the artwork. I don't know how the wind is gonna carry it. I hope it's gonna carry it over here. But if it does, I got this little backdrop to fall under. I think it's gonna be falling probably over here. Oh no. Yeah, it's falling directly on the building, and that's because the wind and the pressure. It could be pushed out a little bit further, but this is something that they uh, do for the building itself and for the nearby buildings. So let me see if I can zoom in. So this is like a training thing that goes on. I don't know how often they do it. I've seen this happen twice. So hopefully we don't get rained on, or I get rained on. But yeah, as you see, it's falling directly on the building, and this is because of the wind. The wind tunnel effect is wrapping. So it's right there at the angle. So it should be falling on us, but the wind is just making it wrap back down to the building. At least they getting better at the technique. The technique, yeah, one side of the street was getting hammered with water. So I think they're just trying to learn how to control the pressure and the direction, and figure out like a equation with the wind speed, because yeah, it's a method to this madness, because they have a station at the bottom that they hook the hoses into for all of that up there. So free water, free water, free water. And as you can see, now it looks like rain. Some people would call this weather manipulation, but this is just a drill that they normally do. And I say they do it for a couple of reasons. For having another added technique to control building fires, and to flush out different sprinkling and pressure systems that's around the building. So a lot of these buildings have like walls of lines for fire sprinkler systems inside the building and around the building. And so that's the other thought about what is going on with these drills. But at least this time it's manageable to that side of the street versus other sides, and good for them. You know, I don't know how many times have they done it since last time. Normally they do these, I think, either on a Saturday or a Sunday, where there's not that many people on the streets because uh, sometimes it's basically weird with the traffic and the amount of people. Like Sunday is normally a big brunch day, and so you have a lot of people out and about every other Sunday, basically. And I say every other Sunday since I've been here. Uh, every other Sunday, there's a trend of uh, crowds and no crowds. So today, the weather perfect, beautiful. At this moment, last week, it was like a lot of people already out in the streets doing things, doing brunch, doing breakfast. And today is like not that many people. You got some people, but not a lot of people. And from the sound of it, they're shutting it down before they ramp it back up. And you have a beautiful rain, man, man, man-made rain, little mist. So, but they picked a good time, and a lot of people the last time got wet, like, and they was like, well, "What just happened?" You know, and they didn't even realize that it was coming from fire trucks over there. So, but that's all I wanted to do before got into the brunch rant. But yeah, a lot of people was getting wet last time. I think they was like, well, we're gonna do this early before all the brunch people get out. And so that's about it. This is part two. So as you can see, in front of the Bank of America building, you could probably see my reflection in the window right here, and me making circles with my hands. But yeah, with that being done, I can now relax and enjoy my Sunday by mentally preparing myself for work. All right, see ya. Peace.